In this box, I have the real Pixel 2 XL. Some of you might be confused. You might be saying, what are you talking about? The Pixel 2 XL is here and it is a real product. So what do you mean by real? I have the Pixel 2 XL right here and it's a great Android phone, but there are certain things about this phone that might not be up to par. I know a lot of people have heard about the screen issue. It's got a pretty bad blue tint to it, and the build quality is hit or miss for some people, and there have also been some other issues. So if you're not happy with the Pixel 2 XL, what's funny is that this phone right here, the HTC U11 Plus, was codenamed Muskie, and actually this was supposed to be the Pixel 2 XL before version that you see here was actually swapped for this version. When I heard the news and saw the articles, this actually made me want the U11 Plus even more because it made me wonder, what would the Pixel 2 XL be like if it was this? Okay, so let's see what comes inside of the box on the U11 Plus. Now this is a special model because when they announced this phone, they announced a really interesting model that I wanted to check out. And this is the translucent model, and you can actually see through this. I'll show you that in just a second. And you can buy this unlocked. I don't think it comes, and it's not available in the US yet, but it does come with a clear case like you've seen on other HTC phones. USB Type-C to 3.5mm headphone jack converter because it does not have a headphone jack. I think we can kind of say RIP to the headphone jack for sure this year and the next year in 2018. There's a bunch of paperwork here, and it does come with some headphones. These are the Usonic headphones that are USB Type-C, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they do come with noise canceling, which is cool. These are some actually legit headphones. And let's see some extra tips for the earbuds, USB Type-C cord, and a quick charge 3.0 power brick. Since this is what interested me anyway, I'm gonna put the Pixel 2 XL right here so we can kind of compare them both. And let's take this out of the wrap. I'm doing absolutely a terrible job here. I'm gonna have to go beast mode on this thing. Forget it. And there it is, and look at that. I don't know if you can see it closely, but look at the translucency. You can see right through it, and this finish is amazing. It's incredibly glossy, but it's hard to get on camera without getting a ton of reflection, but you can see that coil right here. And what's messed up is that this is a glass back, but there is no wireless charging on this phone. HTC, like what happened? What happened? But this has to be one of the coolest designs I've ever seen on a phone with this translucent back like this. It's got this mirror type finish. I'm sorry about all the gloss here, but man, is this absolutely stunning in person. And this is one of the most unique backs that I've seen on a phone. So props to HTC on this. This is one beautiful looking phone, that's for sure. If you take a look at the two phones, you can see a lot of similarities here. You can see that for HTC, usually their fingerprint scanners are on the front of the phone, but here you can see that it's on the back because this was a reference design obviously for the Pixel 2 XL. And if you look on the front, which I will boot this up now, that this display here is obviously LG's OLED display, and this is a Super LCD. So you're not gonna get that crazy color shifting and things like that that you see here on the Pixel 2 XL. So I wonder why they scrapped this. I know they wanted to go OLED all the way for their whole lineup, but it'd be interesting to see once this boots up how good this display is. But you can see it's still the 18:9 aspect ratio as well on this. Same resolution and everything. And if you just look at the footprint of this, this looks very similar. Actually, I kind of like the HTC one a little bit better when it comes to the form factor. There's less bezels on it too. Like there's some fat bezels here on the side on the Pixel 2 XL where there isn't any here on the U11 Plus. So that squeeze for Google Assistant, you can thank the HTC U11 and this series for that. But here I like it because you can actually totally map this to whatever you want. So if you want to launch the camera, you can squeeze to launch the camera, apps, Google, whatever you want to do. This Super LCD 5 is looking very sharp, very colorful as well. You don't get that crazy color shift at all. I know it's hard to see here on camera, but this is actually a nice display. I'm wondering if I actually prefer this over that. I have the Verge's website pulled up right here, so you can see the color differences. Nothing's been changed on here, and this is the boosted mode on the Pixel 2 XL, not saturated. I can go into that and show you in just a minute, but this is the one that I can actually stand. Saturate's a little bit too high, but you can see what the color differences are like here. I can show you a quick example of the blue shift. Here on the whites, you can see it the most. If I just tip it a little bit here, you can see how the Pixel 2 XL is turning blue very quickly, where the HTC U11 Plus is obviously not doing that because it is an LCD display. So that's an idea of what that blue shift looks like on the Pixel 2 XL. And this is an updated unit. I actually got this RMA'd, and this is a replacement unit with the latest software update. Some slight design changes why they might have gone with this is that there are two front-facing speakers here, where on the U11 Plus you end up getting one in the front here as the earpiece and one on the bottom, so you end up getting boom sound this way. So if you want to see a full comparison of these two phones, I'm actually willing to do that. Let me know if you want to see it, because I think this is a really interesting matchup. Ton of similarities here though. No headphone jack, USB Type-C obviously. There is a difference here though. You do get a micro SD card slot with the U11 Plus, which is really big, with the 128 gigs of internal storage. When it comes to the build quality, I am definitely digging the HTC a little bit better. It all depends on if you like glass or not versus the like metal and glass on the top. Some people might love this look, especially the Panda one, but I'm definitely digging this HTC for sure. Now, when it comes to the specs, I almost wish they would have went with this because they both have the Snapdragon 835 processor, but the HTC U11 Plus has 6 gigabytes of RAM versus the 4 gigabytes of RAM seen on the Pixel 2 XL. Another big thing is that the HTC U11 Plus has a 3,930 milliamp hour battery, almost 4,000 milliamp hours, while the Pixel 2 XL has a 3,520 milliamp hour battery. So much larger cell here in this phone. So that would have been nice to see. Both of the cameras are 12 megapixels, but this f1.8 here, f1.7 here. But the good thing is they both have optical image stabilization. The good thing is they're both running Android 8.0, but of course you're gonna get software updates much faster on the Pixel 2 XL, and that's probably the biggest drive or biggest value in this phone at all on any of the Google phones, is that it just has the best software and you get the latest and greatest. And I'm gonna do a camera comparison in between those two, because right now the Pixel 2 XL probably has hands down the best camera system on the market right now. So it's gonna be very interesting. You know what, let me go out there and take a couple of pictures with both of these phones and see which camera is better. I'm pretty much betting that's probably gonna be the Pixel 2 XL, but let's see how capable the HTC U11 Plus is. So after what you guys have seen, what do you think? Do you think that this would have made a better Pixel 2 XL? I think in a lot of ways, I think this could have been a better Pixel 2 XL. I like the build quality better, the specs would have been a little bit nicer, and I actually don't mind a higher quality LCD versus an OLED panel. And it still has the 18:9, it still has the dual sound, it still has a lot of the things. And with the one sensor on here, they could have put that same technology in here where we could have done portrait mode. And I think this would have been a more convincing and more unique looking Pixel 2 XL. So let me know what you guys think. I think HTC has a hit on their hands here. I hope this comes to the US, or they just sell this thing unlocked on their website, because I really like this translucent model. I think this is one of the hottest looking phones that I've seen. I really like this, so let me know what you guys think. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and if you want to see more content on the HTC U11 Plus, then also let me know. Subscribe for more cool videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.